Jay, when we start looking at where this was and where it is now, do you let yourself think about that at any point during the tournament?
I try not to during the week, but where we're at now is the pinnacle of what we thought, your pipe dream 10 years ago. Getting to a 15-15 and being the largest tournament in the country wasn't really on the radar when we sat down 10 years ago and said, hey, we've got a couple of sponsors who'd like to try something different. Let's see what happens if we run a PSA tournament and bring in a few pros.
Now, you have pros coming from how many countries?
We have 18 countries represented. We have 55 pros in the draw. Tonight we're down to the final 16, and they're all top 100 players.
So, top 100 in the world. How would you spot, if someone has seen people play squash, but how would you spot someone who is that good?
The control up and down the wall is unparalleled. If you watch amateurs, even some of the best in this region, play, they get a little loose up and down the right and left walls. These pros can keep it so tight and so consistent and so deep in the court. It's one of the things that sets them apart. The other would be the way they reach back. If you play squash and your ball gets past you, you often think that it's gone. These pros can reach back and pull a ball out of just about anywhere.
When we go looking at the way the format breaks down, if we're to look at the big side, there were a lot of players starting. You'll be down to 8. How does the rest of the week work?
Well, tonight we're 8 on each side, and from here it continues right from the beginning. From 55, it's single elimination. And so we're down to 16 players. Tomorrow night we'll be down to the final 8 in the semifinals on each side, and then the final 4 on Saturday.
And along with all of that, you've got an amateur side starting. Give us the details on that.
We've run this actually was spawned out of an amateur draw that started in 2000, and as we expanded, we kept the amateur going. We have the best turnout this year we've had in over 5 years, with nearly 100 players playing in 9 different divisions. Most of them capped at 16 per division, coming from all over the province and Michigan. And they will play tomorrow and Saturday, so this place is going to be a zoo.
When you look at squash itself, there are so many people who play this game right now. As far as young people go, how are you seeing it grow in that demographic?
Part of the focus of this tournament from early on was to assist the university team, who have now won 34 years in a row in Canada, and play in the U.S., but also to build our junior program in the city, and it's growing very, very well. The region is far even better than the local story, with clubs in Windsor and others having 50-plus juniors in their programs. The number of players in squash is very high, partially because the barrier to entry to this sport is very low.
Well, Jay, congratulations on what you have done. Continued success.
Thanks very much, Mike. Appreciate that.